A round of applause again.
Shalom, everybody. Okay, good afternoon. My name is Ruth Tanyanyiwa. I am from Zimbabwe. I'm a mother of 3. 1 girl and 2 boys. So in our family, we were 2, me and my brother. So I had to give birth to 3 children. So I've got a big testimony, but I'll just cut it short because of time. My testimony or my story is like this. I would like to thank God for the gift of life, because as I speak, maybe I wouldn't have been here talking in front of you. My testimony is on the 16th of February 2020, I was involved in a fatal accident in my country when I was coming from my local town. When I left my house at the working place a day before, I told my family that I'm not going to come back in this house again. Something terrible is going to happen to me, because I was feeling it within me. There was something, a certain feeling which was not good, which I was feeling the whole night and the day before. So my uncle asked me not to go. Then I said, "Uncle, I'm going. If that terrible thing wants to happen, even if I'm here, it is going to happen. So let me just go." So I drove off from my working place with my nephew. I went to our town. From there, I was supposed to continue to Harare. So I told my nephew to go back with the car home. I told him that it's better to save the car. If something wants to happen to me, it will just have to come and face me. So my nephew said, no, I'm not going back. I'll wait for you until you come back. Then I said, no, you go home. Then I had to leave my kid, who was 7 months by that time, with my mom. Then I had to go to the capital city of Zimbabwe, where I went to do my business there. Then I came back during the night. I slept at my house. The following morning, I told my daughter, she was informed too. I told her to wear all the uniforms so that I can take photos for her. I didn't know that it was a goodbye with her. So I took a lot of photos for her. Then I prepared to leave the place. I took my son, who was 7 months, and I had to go to the bus stop where I was supposed to take the public transport. So I boarded into the commuter or minibus. Then we drove off from the local, from our town. So on our way to my working place, I called my husband, "Can you come and pick me on the bus stop?" But I didn't know that I wasn't going to reach that bus stop. So 100 meters away from the bus stop, I was involved in a fatal accident where our commuter omnibus overturned 3 times. So when that happened, I was confused. I saw myself, I looked at myself, my legs were broken, all my legs from this position. So I just told myself, it's over. Teaching is over. I'm a teacher by profession, but I told myself, teaching is over. Volleyball is over. I was going around the country playing volleyball, coaching volleyball, refereeing volleyball, and I was even involved in the Mashonaland East Volleyball Association in gender. But I told myself that, God, everything is shattered. My dreams have been shattered. So there was a lorry which came to help us out, but I told them that, leave me here. I had a kid. Then they said, on this fatal accident, you are saying you had a kid. Then I said, yes. I will not go anywhere. You can rescue others, but for me, I should go with my kid. But I would like to thank the Lord. 2 people died there. But my kid sustained no injuries at all. But looking at myself, I couldn't explain it. So we were rushed to the local hospital. So at the local hospital, they said this is a critical situation. We were rushed to the capital city, the big hospital in Zimbabwe. When I reached there, we had some x-rays, we have all the tests and everything. But inside me, I was like, God, if you said this is the last day for me, so just let it be. But I know if you are there, I'm not going to die. So I was helped during the day and until the night, until 2 a.m. That's when I was admitted. So when I was admitted, I was like, God, where is my kid? I started asking the nurses, where is my kid? I was with a child, where is he? So my mind was telling me that maybe my kid is dead. So I didn't have a phone. My husband took the phone because he said most people will be calling you and will be disturbing you, and you are in pain. So the doctor said I should take a rest. But when I was about to rest, there is a woman who came. I don't even know the woman. The woman came and said, the Lord has sent me to tell you that you are supposed to go back and serve the people the way you were serving them. I know you don't have money in your pocket like right now, but I'm going to give you this $5. This is your starting point. And whatever is needed here, God is going to provide. You are not going to provide any cent. Then I wanted to ask you, who was she? Then I said, no. Let me just receive what she has said. So from there, the doctor just came, and he examined my x-rays, and he said that you had a bilateral femur. That was the type of fracture that I had on both my legs. This is the major injury in the board, because these are the bones that carries the wallboard. So the doctor said you need $700 for you to buy iron plates so that we can fix them inside your legs. Then I said, oh God, I don't have money. Then he said, that's the only way out that we can help you. So I remembered the words that the lady said, that I will not suffer here. The Lord is going to provide money. And within 30 minutes, my friend came, and my friend is here in Korea, the mother of that son that I always come here with. She came, yes, Kaden. She came and said, Ruth, now we have got $1,000. So we are now going to buy the plates so that the major operation can be done. So I said, thank you, God. So the woman was telling the truth. So the people left. The following day, the doctors prepared for the surgery. But there was something which was keeping on coming. There were disturbances. There were a lot of reasons that were coming across so that the operation can be delayed. I didn't know that there was a reason for that. Then one day when I was in the hospital, there were words which came. Don't worry, my child. The day is going to come where the operation is going to be done, and it is going to be successful. So do not think about a lot of things. If you want it to be done hurriedly, you are not going to, it is not going to be successful. There are people who are watching out there. They want you to go to the theater room and you will not come back again. Then I told my mom, the day she came, that this is what I witnessed during the night. Then my mother said, okay, fine, don't force the doctors to do the operation as fast as you want. The day shall come. I had to stay in the hospital for 2 weeks. Then when the day came, the doctor just came and said, Ruth, 9 o'clock, we are going for the operation. Then I said, it's okay. Then 9 a.m., we went for the operation. I was surrounded with more than 10 doctors. More than 10 doctors. More than 5 on the other side. More than 5 on the other side. So the doctor asked me, do you want yourself completely dead? Or you want us to operate the operation half dead? Then I said, no. Can you just, I want complete dead. Then the doctor said, what if you don't wake up? Then I said, the Lord said, when the actual date, the right day comes, the operation is going to be successful and I'm going to wake up. You can just kill me for now, but I'm going to wake up later. Then the anesthetic was talking with me. How many kids do you have? While I was talking, she was talking about a lot of things. Then that was that I had to go. Then the operation was done, but I spent the whole day without waking up. And my relatives, my friends, all the people that I have been associated with, they are waiting in the waiting room. For your own information, I wasn't in the ward where everyone was. I was in my room alone. And my kid was coming there for breastfeeding. And a lot of people were saying, can you stop breastfeeding? Then I said, no. I don't want my kid to have this history of saying that my mom stops breastfeeding me when we were involved in an accident. I had to breastfeed for 1 year, 6 months, from 7 months. So I woke up around 7 p.m. and everyone was still there. But I was still in confusion. I didn't know what was happening. But the only thing that I witnessed, that everyone was cheering and was happy that I woke up. So everyone left, and I was left alone in the room. And the voice came again and saying, my child, all is going to be well. You are going to walk again. And I was like, I wanted to question the voice that, how can I walk in this situation? So the following morning, I was told to, I was asked that you are supposed to look for a wheelchair so that you can be discharged. Then I said, it's okay, let me organize the money so that I can buy the wheelchair. But I didn't buy the wheelchair. A phone call just came from our local hospital saying that we are going to provide the wheelchair for you. We are going to provide the bedpan for you. Then they said, just send someone to collect. Then I had to send someone to collect. I was discharged. When I reached my house, I started crying. I told God, so you told me that I will come back again in this house alive. I was thinking it was over for me. So I had to stay on the wheelchair for more than 4 months. And a voice came again, Ruth, rise, rise, rise. You are not supposed to stay on the wheelchair for so long. There are a lot of people who needs your help. Then in the morning I said, how can I walk? My legs cannot bend. I cannot move. I cannot do anything. So I just said, let me just try. I just moved sideways. Then I went at the end of the bed. I clinged on the blankets. Then I started trying to walk, following the bed. Then I had to go back on my bed because my body was heavy on my legs. So I told my mom that, Mom, the situation is becoming more tense for me. I can see my kid crying, but I cannot be able to move to help my kid. So I think God was supposed to hit the combi was supposed to hit my hands, not my legs. So my mother said, it's better to have your hands unlike legs. So from there, this is where I witnessed that the Lord still wants me. So I started doing physiotherapist. For your own information, because of our time, I went for physiotherapist for free to a private doctor and to a local hospital. So I want to thank God for that. So I want to say, for me, I am a living testimony. Even here in Korea, I'd never thought I would survive the weather conditions here with the iron plates in my legs. So people cannot even believe that I have got iron plates in my legs, on both my legs, unless if I tell them. This is my living testimony. Thank you.